Since the main system is restored, I'd like to give you access to all areas in Haven. If there's another emergency, I don't want you to get stranded in here.
What do you need me to do?
Place your hand on the touchpad there. It will scan your handprint and add you to the database. Everything seems to be in order. Now you should have access to all of Haven's areas. We're all done here. So why don't we go back to the hallway and continue the investigation?
Okay.
Let's inspect Genetica Keep next.
Ruben uses some awesome tech down here.
Doesn't look like anything is in...
Ruben, look, it's...
Genie! Thank goodness. She's just unconscious.
Phew, I'm glad she's okay. Let me look around for a bit. Maybe I'll be able to piece together what happened here.
Thanks, Carla.
Someone's tampered with the treat machine. I should take a photo for evidence. Ruben, I think the treat machine is out of order. And there are a bunch of treats lying on the ground, too. Is it possible that Genie broke it?
I doubt it. It's been designed to sustain any type of physical damage from the outside. However, there's a chance that someone tampered with the machine through Haven's system.
It feels like the work of our culprit, once again. They might have used it to get Genie's attention and have her come out.
Even if they did, why is she unconscious?
Maybe they sedated her somehow. With one of the treats, perhaps?
It's a possibility, but it's only a speculation until we find evidence.
Let me look around more. Maybe I'll find something else. I need to move it somehow.
Carla, did you find anything?
I think I found a tranquilizer gun.
A tranquilizer gun. Let me take a look at it. This is indeed one of our tranquilizer guns.
Are the tranquilizers kept in this room?
No, we keep them in the control room. Someone must have brought this one here.
It might have been used on Jeannie. Mind if I examine her body for any clues?
Be my guest.
That's
Well, that confirms our theory. And the good thing is, it's only a mild sedative, so she should be fine after a good night's sleep.
But why did they drug Jeannie in the first place?
Probably to get a sample of her DNA. Most likely they took samples of her saliva, since they can be stored for longer. I bet they're hoping to extract some information about the serum from it.
Is it possible to find anything out about the serum from DNA?
Yes, but I don't believe they'll be able to reverse engineer it just from a sample of modified DNA.
Well, that's one less thing for us to worry about.
Yes, but we should still be wary about it. Either way, I think Jeannie will be fine if we leave her here to sleep it off. In the meantime, let's go back to the hallway and see what else we can find.
Agreed.
Only one place left to check. The Creative Hub.
Is there anything important in there?
No, not really. But I'd prefer to clear all the areas to make sure we haven't missed anything.
All right, then let's go. Ruby?
It doesn't look like anyone's been here. We should look around just in case. We might spot something odd.
Sounds like a plan. I need to finish printing it first. I need to find somewhere to put it first. I need to find all the missing dice first. Reuben, does Mrs. Bird have access to his...
No, I don't think so. Why are you asking?
I
That definitely shouldn't be in here. Perhaps we should take a look at the living quarters, too.
Living quarters? Do people live down here?
Not at the moment. but it's where most of the scientists stay while they're giving me a hand on the project. Let's head in. The living quarters can be found behind the door at the back. Let's look.
Stay away from me!
Georgiana! It's me! Calm down!
Reuben, Carla, how glad I am to see you. For a moment I thought I was a goner.
What happened, Georgiana? Why are you here?
Oh, dear. I'm not entirely sure where to begin. I was prepping the food for tomorrow's breakfast in the kitchen. Wait, it's still Wednesday, right?
I'm sorry, Mrs. B. But why are you asking what day it is?
Because I was knocked out, dear.
Knocked out? How did it happen?
I'm not entirely sure, love. It all happened so fast.
Georgiana, how do you feel? Maybe Catherine should take a look at you.
I'm fine, dear. It takes more than that to hurt me.
I'm just happy to see that you're safe and sound, Mrs. B. Would you mind telling us what you remembered then? It will help us fit the pieces together. You said you were prepping food for breakfast, didn't you?
That's right, I was. I was getting some ingredients from the fridge when I noticed someone going down into the wine cellar. So I followed.
Did you see who it was?
No, but I was hoping it was Reuben so I could have a word with him.
When did this happen?
I don't know the exact time, but it was a bit after you came to ask about Jax.
All right. Please, go on with the story.
I followed the person downstairs, but these old bones ain't as quick as they used to be. When I did reach the cellar, I only saw the Haven elevator door closing.
So you kept following the person down here?
Well, yes, dear. I did think it was rather strange that when I called for Reuben, no one responded. I thought something fishy was going on, so I went down in the elevator too.
And how did you end up here?
When I reached Haven, the door to the creative hub was open. So naturally, I went in. Then everything went dark. I'm sure that's when I was knocked out. Next thing I know, I wake up and hear voices coming from the other room. And here we are.
Is there any way you can prove any of this?
Well, no. But before coming down to Haven, I took my blackjack for defense.
Okay. But what made you take it? Didn't you think that it was Reuben going into the wine cellar?
I did, but found it very concerning when no one answered me. Reuben always answers. And after getting locked in the fridge before, I'm taking no chances. I always keep my club close.
Okay. I think I more or less have a picture about what happened here now. And you can have your blackjack back, Mrs. B.
Oh dear, where did you find it?
It was back in the room where you got knocked out.
That's when I must have dropped it.
Well, at least this part of the story checks out. Georgiana, let me lead you back upstairs. I think you've been through enough.
Oh yes, dear. That would be splendid.
Carla, I'll be back in a minute.
All right. I'll look around here in the meantime. The doors are locked. No. An ordinary coffee table. The doors are locked. The doors are locked. The laptop looks untouched. An ordinary coffee. Just a magazine. An older issue. I doubt Mrs. B was sedated with tea. An ordinary co- The doors are locked. The doors are locked. An ordinary coffee table. Chloroform? This is probably what was used to knock Mrs. B out. I'd better take a photo for evidence. I should take the chloroform bottle too, and show it to Ruben. I doubt I'll find anything else down here. Time to head back.
Gianna is still a bit shaken, but she should be fine after a couple hours of rest. Did you manage to find anything else, Carla?
I found a bottle of chloroform and a napkin that had been thrown into the trash bin.
Chloroform? Can you show it to me?
Of course.
What do you think, Carla? Do you believe Mrs. Bird?
I'm not sure. Everything does add up, but I can't be certain that's how it went down.
I know what you're saying, but what motive would she have to break into here?
That's the mystery here. Maybe there's none. I'll just have to keep an eye on her for now.
We should probably go over what we found.
Fairly certain the intruder broke in to find more info on Genetica. And from Mrs. Bird's story, we know the break-in happened around the time we had the interview.
Right. Do we know where everyone was during that time?
Not really. Only that Mrs. B was in the kitchen, and that she followed someone into Haven.
It won't be easy to determine who could have done it just from the timing alone. Perhaps we should think about this from a different perspective. There is one thing that's been lingering at the back of my mind. Why did the security alarm go off?
Maybe they did it on purpose.
That's what I was thinking. But why would they trip the alarm on purpose? There has to be a reason.
Chances are, they thought they could blame the break-in on Mrs. B.
Or Georgiana could have triggered the alarm on purpose to make herself the victim and avoid suspicion.
Do you really think that's the case?
Probably not. But I wouldn't throw any theory out the window at this point. Let's head to the entrance hall. There's one last thing I need to check on.
Sure, let's go.
Carla, what I'm about to show you is top secret. You have to promise me to keep this between the two of us.
Of course. I'm not sure what I should be looking at.
Behind this wall lies a secret vault I built to keep my most valuable possessions. Carla, you have the code to open it.
I have the code to open it? What are you talking about?
I gave it to you on your first day here. Remember the musical notes I wrote down for you?
I'm a bit confused. Why would you give me piano notes as the code for a secret vault?
I gave it to you as a puzzle at first. I thought it'd be interesting to see if you could solve it.
Why?
Well, I did my research on you and your reporting acumen before you got here. I thought it would be an interesting experiment to see if you could figure it out.
I can't believe you would conduct an experiment on me.
I'm sorry. Perhaps experiment was the wrong word to use. It was supposed to be more of a fun riddle for you to solve. I didn't expect everything would take a turn for the worse and end up the way it did.
I doubt any of us expected it. All right, Ruben, what do you want me to do?
Place the piano note by the lock. It's the key that opens it.
I should use the piano notes to help me unlock the vault. Wait, this melody. Ruben, I think I've heard it before.
I did, a long time ago. This melody holds a special place in my heart. There's a lot more I'd like to share with you, but we're best leaving it for another time. I don't think this is the right place or time for that. So, before we waste too much time, let's go into the vault.
All right, but I want to hear all about it after we sort this out.